Board games. If you mention the word board games today, most people actually think that you're probably talking about games such as chess, Monopoly, stuff like that. Nowadays though, it's got quite an amazing big following due to the increase of modern day games. Games that you may or may not have heard of, things such as Carcassonne, Pandemic and other games like that. Now we are here today at Airecon, which is in Harrogate. This is a game board convention, and it is basically made up of a huge community of people, like-minded people who would like to come along and play board games. Now today we've actually, over this course of the weekend, we've actually got Travelling Man. They've got a presence over here, and they are bringing along board games to sell from their wares, from their shop, but they're also actually loaning a lot of games to the community to actually borrow off the shelf to actually play with friends or just with random strangers as well. They've got quite a fantastic system on the tables that you can actually get a balloon or a little stand to actually invite other people to play, just to signal other people, hey, we are setting up a board game over here and we're willing to play. And basically it's just about a community of like-minded people who are really passionate and excited about playing different styles of games, trying out new games, and also just actually spending their time with either friends or with random strangers, just enjoying something that they are passionate about. Not all games are to do with boards and have something physical in front of you. Other games are to do with what they call RPG or role-playing games. You may be familiar with games like Dungeons and Dragons. These are games which are basically, they tell a story and everybody adopts a character and plays out actions by rolling dice and to see whether they are lucky or not. So that's what we've got over here. We've got an RPG section over here with people playing them. And if we come over this way, this is the borrowing library for Travelling Man. Very kindly loaning out on a ticketed basis some of their board games. And here is a bit of a flavour of what the type of board games that there are available to play. Everything from your small type of card games here to your bigger board games up here as well. Here is the balloon system, as you can see here. If you take a black balloon and set it up on your table, it's representing that you are playing a game that can be up to 2 hours long. Yes, that's right, you can actually play a game that could very well take that length of time to play. And if you've got a white balloon, you can have one that can be over 2 hours long. Very rare those games are, but they are, as you can imagine, they are big games, lots of mechanics, lots of rules. But then you also manage to take one of these little stands that represents that you are open for more players to come and join you. So let's carry on having a bit of a tour. As you can see here, we've got all the tables set out, so we have lots and lots of people playing board games simultaneously. And then in the middle there, you've got Travelling Man who've set up their wares. So that's their borrowing board games, they're ones for sale. This section here is where fellow gamers come to actually bring their games to actually sell to others, either arranged already through social media and just literally dropping them off, or to actually bring them along to actually sell in a very quickly set up shop, as you can see here. So these are all being brought in second-hand from gamers, ready to sell to other people. Some of them have already actually been bought and never been played, because some people have got such huge collections of board games that they've never even got round to playing their new ones. So some of these are probably even still shrink-wrapped. Some of them as well have probably actually been bought from Kickstarters. Kickstarter is obviously a way of, a bit like crowdfunding. You're actually funding a particular company who have not got a publisher to go to publish their games, and so they're actually asking the community to actually be able to fund their board games to actually publish them themselves and distribute to games. And some people have, some of these Kickstarters are so successful that some people have actually bought them with the intention of actually selling them on again without even playing them themselves. For example, I could just see up there at the top, this War of Mine, I could see that the base game is there just behind it, and in front of it there's the stretch goals thingy. So that's if the crowdfunding, if the Kickstarter gets enough money over and above what they had originally required to actually to publish just the base game, they will actually put some extras, some extra freebies in there, like extra cards, extra miniatures and stuff like that. So yeah, so this is the shop here for second-hand games. So these are some of the traders behind us, the individual traders who are here to obviously sell their wares. We've got things like Eldritch Essences, by the looks of it, who are selling themed fragrances. But apart from that, we've got people who are selling individual board games. So it's like local community shops that come up here to sell games.